What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. 2 days in a row. Are you kidding me? I'm not kidding you. We're really doing it 2 days in a row. Have a kind of a really good show. This is the ultimate go-home show. Friday Night Smackdown happens. The very next episode will be the pay-per-view. Royal Rumble, very first ever in the history of this series. And we're in season 3, so excited about that. Goldberg will put his title on the line tonight. We already know the fate of the Horsemen. Robbo will be in going after that title. Kamikaze Von Doom, since the brand new mix-up in the brands, making his debut tonight. You can see, new look, right? Television title on the line tonight. One of the 4 horsewomen going up against a member of the New World Order. A rivalry match. Not sure why this sets up the way it does, but it does. So we're letting it fly. Ozzy versus the Glamazon Beth Phoenix for the Universal Women's Championship. Another rivalry match. We know Braun Strowman and Triple H have something going on, but tonight, Kurt Angle scheduled, the current U.S. champion versus the current SmackDown World Champion. And in kind of a crazy one, Scott Steiner versus the Giant. Who is going to win that? 2 Mammoth Men Hardcore Championship on the line. Solo Sikoa, Shawn Michaels, Edge going after Mick Foley for that. Another rivalry match. These guys have been going at it back and forth. The Usos versus the Hardys. No title on the line as of tonight. And then another rivalry match. And current U.S. Women's SmackDown Champion involved in that. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. What is going on, Eagle? Welcome to the stream, brother. Woo! Nice. So you know the Horsemen won the rights to the naming. Now some weird glitch happened and it started the show, so we're going to miss the intro to the show, but whatevs on that. We're going to jump right into it. Universal $1 Million Championship on the line tonight. Who is going to win that? It's kind of crazy. You got like Goldberg, kind of a big guy, and kind of some smaller wrestlers going after this. Is Goldberg going to be able to carry the $1 Million Championship in to the Royal Rumble? Or, because the Universal titles are all going to get defended at the Royal Rumble, people involved in those matches obviously aren't going to be in the men's or the women's Royal Rumble. So whoever wins this match won't be in the actual Royal Rumble, but they will have punched their ticket into the Royal Rumble pay-per-view event, you know. That's a mouthful. What is going on, Paul? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been kind of a crazy bunch of stuff, but here's what I know. Saturday, I go on a cruise, right? And I don't get back till next Thursday.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match and is for the Universal $1 Million Championship. Introducing the challenger from New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, Kobayashi Van Doom.
Kamikaze Van Doom, brand new look, and I mean, geez, pretty crazy, but I figured one more time, let him carry down the Hunter title. You know what I mean? You got to let him carry it down one more time. So what I'm going to do here real quick is let Kamikaze know he's wrestling right now.
And introducing the challenger from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Smackdown!
Rob Van Dam now making his way down to the ring. This is one of those guys where he doesn't just let it fly off the top rope. He lets it fly from everywhere in the ring. He will use the ring in all kinds of different ways. Hey, you're more than welcome to come. Sensation of the Seas. If anybody is going to be on that one Saturday, Totes My Goats will be on that boat.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Four Horsemen, from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 241 pounds, Robbo.
I'm also telling you what, I really like Robbo's new look. There's a lot of the new wrestlers' looks that I am really digging. And Robbo's being one of them. It's going to be tough. We're going to have to recreate all of these looks. Are we going to be able to do it? We're going to have to do something. But it's funny, there was people in the very first season, which was 2K19, that looked a certain way, right? Really liked the way some of them looked. When we recreated them into 22, it took me a while to get those guys down. And vice versa, there were some people that I didn't like their looks in the first season. When we recreated them into 22, all of a sudden, loved their looks. And I'll be honest, Robbo was one of them. So, are we going to be able to carry the people that we like the way they look? I mean, I like them all. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a level, right? When I see them, it's like, Now, here we go. The current Universal $1 Million Champion. You hear him chanting it. It's Goldberg. So this is one of the neatest things. Ever since we mixed up the brands, we brought in the Raw brand, we brought in the Smackdown brand, now we have the Meltdown brand, and we got those things going. We get to see some pretty cool matches, like the likes of Goldberg, the likes of Braun Strowman, Triple H and DX, Hollywood Hogan, and the New World Order. Along with all of us, how would we match up against these guys?
And introducing the champion, representing the Tough Guys, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds. He is the Universal $1 Million Champion, Goldberg!
Universal $1 Million Champion serves as kind of your Intercontinental, your European, and your United States titles. It's that level, but at the Universal level. All the Universal titles above the brands, right? So, and one of the biggest true stories is they said that $1 Million title was really super flimsy. So I thought it would be neat. How could we reconstruct the $1 Million title and make it not flimsy? Right there. So, four-way elimination match, $1 Million Championship on the line right now. Is Kamikaze Von Doom going to win in his SmackDown debut? Could it be Robbo, who we just found out his faction now won the legacy rights to the Horseman name? Still some things we got to figure out about that. Is Totes going to join the Horsemen? Is somebody else? Who knows? But right now, we know Goldberg, Rob Van Dam squaring off. And Goldberg kind of getting the best of RVD. But we have RVD. I didn't even think about this. We got RVD and KVD in the same match. Robbo and KVD squaring up. KVD, now remember, broke out on his own. Was the leader of Doom, was the leader of the Hunters, and then those brands changed. Goldberg, man, taking it to RVD right now. Is RVD going to be able to survive this onslaught, or is it going to end up being a squash match? Oh, turns it around. That is exactly what he needed to do. KVD turned it around, but just because you got out of the ring doesn't mean KVD's going to let that go. If you guys know, I've got a couple shorts on my channel from the last time I took a cruise, which was years ago, but kind of some funny stuff. 1, 2, oh, only a 1 count. Goldberg still down. Robbo getting back to his feet, going after KVD, or going after RVD. KVD gets back up. Robbo's like, I'm just going to sit back, let these guys do their thing. Although now, Robbo saw Goldberg getting into the ring and just kind of ignored him. Goldberg not having it, though. And a 1 count on RVD. One of the other things with the Horsemen, is there going to be another match for the leadership of the Horsemen once all 4 get it settled? Remember, we said it before, but we'll say it again. Rowdy never got the challenge for the leadership. Eagle is in quite a different place. Or will everything remain as it is? I'll tell you one thing, we know right now Robbo isn't going to shy away from a match like that. Never has. Matter of fact, has won that match 2 different times. And is still the leader of the Horsemen. Look at that. Finishing move put on RVD. What?
Rob Van Dam has been eliminated.
So KVD eliminates Rob Van Dam. When the initial count was going on, I thought they were counting that. But what they must have been counting, Robbo must have had a pin on Goldberg. Goldberg kicked out in 2. Referee made his way over to the ring. KVD now getting square in the middle of these guys. But remember, right now, real estate, you don't want to be the guy in the middle, literally in the middle. Right now, that's Robbo. And now it's almost Goldberg. But that is the second time Robbo's got thrown into that post. Is he bleeding? I can't really tell. We'll have to wait till he stands up. No blood. Goldberg now in control of the match. Robbo taking it back into the ring. But KVD has already eliminated RVD. So then there were 3. Current champion, though, hasn't changed. That is Mr. Goldberg. Big slam by Robbo, and again, Goldberg, we have seen this, does not like playing it up to the crowd. KVD recovers quickly, though. But not quickly enough, gets raised up into the air and slammed back down to the ground. Goldberg rolls the leg, 1, 2, and out in 2 3/4. Almost didn't kick out at all, but made it just in time. Robbo now on the outside, getting back to his feet. Robbo still the leader of the 4 Horsemen. And here it is. Jackknife has KVD up, hits him, rolls him up. That might do it. 1, 2, 3. And I'm telling you right now, you get jackknifed on the outside, that's got to do it. I don't think there's any way around that. So KVD takes out RVD, showing who's got the best initials. Goldberg then takes out KVD, and now we are down to Robbo and Goldberg. Now, to be fair, we don't know who the 30 men are going to be in the Royal Rumble in the very next episode, but what we do know is KVD and RVD could be those people. If you're holding the $1 Million Championship, you will not be in the Royal Rumble. You will be at the pay-per-view defending that title, but you won't be in the actual Royal Rumble. What is going on, Sentinel? Welcome to the stream, brother. Goldberg now taking Robbo to the top rope. Not something we see a whole lot of, so let's watch the technique on this. Actually, really good technique. Kind of surprised. Picks him up. Looks like it's going to be a power bomb, but not just any power bomb, a power bomb to the outside of the ring, which that will get you eliminated in the Royal Rumble. Now rolls up the leg. Is Robbo going to have enough to kick out? He does. Kicks out in 2. Goldberg, though, surprising, has been in some matches where they've gone a long time, and he has always had a knock on him for not being able to go the distance in long matches. But to this point, since becoming the $1 Million Champion and the Universal Champion, he has done just that. And there is not a slam, there is not a move Goldberg has that isn't powerful. Everything he does is just about knock the wind out of you. Now Goldberg setting up. If he gets this in, you got to believe it's going to be over. Gets Robbo up in the air and back down. Don't think he's going to be able to kick out of this. 2, 3, and he retains the $1 Million Universal Championship.
Here is your winner, and still Universal $1 Million Champion, Goldberg!
I'm going to tell you what, Goldberg gets his hands on a championship. He does not want to let that thing go. It's funny, Jericho ends up beating Goldberg, right? If you go all the way back into my channel, I made 3 edited wrestling episodes where Chris Jericho and Goldberg were fighting back and forth. It's kind of funny to see them just to let it go and let the computer do what they do, to see how that all ended up. And if you went back and watched the first 3 I did, the second and third one, not so bad. The second and third episode is what led to us doing this. The first one, I almost quit. It was close. It was bad. Like, if you want to see bad commentary, I could tell you why. If you watched it, I could tell you why it was the way it was. And the things that we did in the second and third one that we no longer have to do, but made it easier to do this now. So, 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. So Judge Julie Justice has been very dominant, but at the same time, so has Shyanne Davis. So, Women's Triple Crown Television Championship on the line.
One fall, and is for the Triple Crown Women's Television Championship.
I'm going to mess with the camera real quick. I got an idea. I don't know. I like that better. So, Judge Julie Justice making her way down to the ring right now. Like we said before, she is a member of the Four Horsewomen, but has been very, very dominant and now kind of branches out a little bit into some singles action, going for the Triple Crown Women's Television title. Say that 16 times fast. Let me see a trip on the third one. Women's Triple Crown Universal. Nope, that's wrong. Women's Triple Crown Television Championship. Women's Triple Crown Women's Television Championship. Women's Triple Crown Television Women's. You know what I'm saying. I don't even think I made it through one, to be fair. I said it wrong the first time. Now, this is kind of the crazy thing. Look, the New World Order just won the Raw Women's World Championship. Now they hold this title. They could be going, too, after the tag team titles. Who knows how any of that's going to go. But will they be able to hold on to the only women's Triple Crown title there is, and that is the television champion? The other two titles have been suspended. While we get ready for this match, guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. It is absolutely free, and you can prove people wrong in your life. You know the person at work that was like, look, I asked the guy for the stapler, and he said I can't have the stapler. Share the video with that guy and say, look, I'm fine at sharing. You still can't have the stapler. Get out of my office. Not having it. But absolutely free. If you don't know what's going on right now, we don't control the wrestlers. We make the wrestlers, we make the titles, we make the arenas, we write the storylines, we let the wrestlers do it. I turn off the commentary, and I commentate for you.
Virginia, the judge, Julie Justice. And introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri. She's the Triple Crown Women's Television Champion, Shyanne Davis.
I got to tell you, I don't know which one I'd want to fight. Both wrestlers are hot right now. Shyanne, we know, one of the greatest women's, TSW women's world title holders ever. Well, just all-around champion. She's won all kinds of belts. There's even some belts that she technically never lost. But right now, on the flip side of that, Judge Julie Justice almost single-handedly won and then retained the Meltdown Tag Team titles before the Four Horsewomen got moved to the Smackdown brand. And then ever since then, she has been on a roll, winning match after match. So will she be able to win tonight against a member of the NWO? This kind of goes a long way, you know, a fight within a fight. But right now we have the Four Horsewomen versus the New World Order. Are they going to be able to take a title away from them, or is the New World Order going to continue their dominance? Big clothesline. And you can see, yeah, Shyanne gives up a little bit of height here. But the judge just relentless. Relentless in her attack. You know, we talk about pacing in matches all the time, but her pace is another level. Right now, I think Cheyenne's on level 1. The judge, level 3. But that was all it kind of took to turn things around. She went to take it up to the top rope. Shyanne playing a little possum. Gets out of the way, and now back in control of this match. Goes, rolls the leg. 1. Oh, I wasn't even going to count 2. I thought it might have been a little too early, but it might be one of those things where that move, that second move, kind of knocked the wind out of her. She did land flat on her back. So, the judge playing it up, but look how fast Shyanne recovered, a little faster than she thought she would have. Rolls her rolling neck breaker right there. And now Shyanne delivering. She's going to take it up to the top. Will she be able to hit? Remember, the judge missed last time. Huge leg drop. Rolls the leg. 1, 2. And the judge kicks out in 2. I'd never quite seen where she was on her back and her legs. Both of her legs were up like that. Never quite seen a pin like that. So you know me. New pins. I want to see them win. I don't care who the competitors are. Moses! Holy cow, got flattened by that clothesline. Rope break, though. The judge jumps up again. Might be too far. I thought that might have been a little bit too far, and it was. So misses once again the elbow drop. At that time, Shyanne had very little to do with it. There she goes. Delivers the verdict. 1, 2, 3. And the verdict's in. She is your brand new Women's Triple Crown Television Champion. What is going on here? Shyanne might be on a little recruiting trip. Maybe trying to set up a little recruiting and get Judge Julie Justice into the NWO. Something you don't see the NWO do very often. But how loyal is the judge to the Four Horsewomen? Maybe extremely. We don't even know. But it has been a long time since we have seen anybody handle Shyanne like that. So, everybody has their off nights. Or maybe the judge is just that good. I mean, we might want to, the world champions might want to start looking at what is going on there. It's 2 TJs. 2 TJs versus Carmella and Charlotte Flair. Now, to be fair, I have no idea what's going to happen in this match. This is one of those rivalry matches. So we're all just going to have to kind of wait and see. But the leader of the Four Horsewomen not taking an actual horsewoman with her down to the ring. So that's interesting. Sasha Banks making her way down to the ring. It is boss time indeed. Now known as, I think, Monica Monet, Miss Monet, something like that. No longer in the WWE, so we may not see her. This may be the last time we're seeing her. Who knows? It will be the last time we see her as Sasha Banks anyway. It's kind of interesting. You look at just like real life. When she walked out of the WWE and then they finally released her, she put herself, and she's recently signed a contract where she wrestles 6, 7, 8 times a year, right? In high-profile matches. She has recently won for New Japan a world title over there on the women's side. But what she wants to do actually is open up a wrestling school. So she has actually learned, you know, when the people she has learned from, it is a long list of really, really high-profile wrestlers. And she says she wants to start giving back. So that's super cool. Real life. Wish her all the best in those endeavors. See, Eagle confirmed. It's all free. Because the subscribe button don't cost a thing. I would do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. We're not doing it. Too high. The notes are too high. So this is interesting now. Carmella has a title belt around her waist. One of the Meltdown Tag Team Champions makes her way down to the ring right now. And if you look at that belt right up at the top, it now says Meltdown. It's hard to see. It's very small. But we put it on the side, so you can see it on the side plates there. Carmella doing the sexy entrance. But make no mistake about it, obviously wearing some tag team gold and going to be in this. And is that why Charlotte Flair brought her down? Could be. The four horsewomen could have other things going on. They could be in the back just celebrating the judge's victory. But now making her way down to the ring, the Queen, Charlotte Flair, tagging up with Carmella to go against Sasha Banks and TJones. Remember, TJ's got the golden hammer, my favorite finishing move. But she doesn't hit it all the time. She's about 50-50 on hitting it. But if she does, watch out. Match set point. Game over if she can hit it. It is a DDT where you're standing, she's on the top rope, jumps, hits the DDT, and drives your head with the weight of how she's flying through the air, and that force out into the ground. Look, you gotta call her the Queen. She's like, you. But she didn't say any words. She said, and the ref's like, all right, watch, she'll do it again. And now she's ready to go. So who is going to win the match tonight? Charlotte and Carmella or TJ and Sasha? And this is a rivalry match. Do they even care who wins? Wow, well, look at this. Already off not to a good start. Sasha and TJ cannot get on the same page, but TJ kind of just going to go with it. But Carmella gets off to a quick start while they're trying to figure out what's going on. Get Charlotte Flair tagged in right away. And if you remember, Sasha Banks, one of the original four horsewomen, with Charlotte, with Bayley, and with the man, Becky Lynch. TJ pushes Charlotte out of the way, then gets hit by Sasha Banks. What is this? Little double team, Carmella and Charlotte Flair clearly on the same page, where Charlotte and Sasha are, or Sasha and TJ are not. TJ's still down. Are they going to get back on the same page, though? What is going on, Digital? Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, doing really good tonight. Appreciate it. We have wrestling 2 nights in a row. It can't get better than that. Unless we go for 3 nights in a row. I guess that would be better technically by the numbers. Sasha now starting to recover. has TJ gotten back up? I don't see her, but we can't see into that corner yet. Sasha ducks that one. Looked like Carmella was getting it turned back around. TJ is back up. Are they going to get back on the same page? Sasha says, fine, then you get in. So TJ, remember, was supposed to start the match. Sasha tagged herself in. TJ was like, what's going on? Then TJ tries to attack Charlotte in the corner. They get their wires crossed. Charlotte gets out of the way. TJ gets hit by Sasha Banks. Ipso facto, oopsie daisies, here we are. TJ getting back to her feet. Charlotte now tagged in, blocks the first one. Charlotte says, fine, if you're going to block them. We'll just get this going. Gets her one move, almost reminiscent of how Totes McGoats goes about a tag team match. If you ever watch Totes, he's rarely in the tag match for long until he has to be. Not even sure why that is. It's just something that happens all the time. And typically it's not necessarily a strategy that always works. So I don't know why he does it. Carmella now has TJ. Whoa, Hurricane Rana. Corner assisted now. Puts the chin to the ground. Now here's kind of the thing that I wasn't sure that it would happen. But Sasha was there to break it up. So she does care if she wins or loses, and actually helps TJ get back to her feet to try to get back and control this match. But almost all for naught. TJ trying to get to the side. TJ trying to get back to the side. But unable to do it. There's a big DDT, rolls the leg, 1, 2. Sasha breaks it up again and quickly back out. Carmella stays in control, but TJ has not been having the greatest of matches. Is she going to be able to get this turned around? Oh, gets out of the way and immediately gets over, gets Sasha tagged back in. Really wise decision there. But huge super kick, and down she goes. So this is good. This is things that we have seen now. TJ also does not want to lose this match. Gets in there, breaks up the tag, and now is doing things to hopefully get Sasha back up and give her a chance to get in control of this match. But these guys have got to turn it around. I don't know how much longer or how much punishment they can take, but now look at Sasha. But here's kind of the problem. Every time they're just about back in control, they end up kind of losing it a little bit. Wow, don't lose that. TJ gets up to the top. Charlotte trying to knock her down. Now that wasn't the Golden Hammer, double axe handle. I don't know why you would do that. She is trying to put the golden sledgehammer on her, but Charlotte just saved Carmella. But know this, TJ's got one in the bank right now, so we got to watch out. She can hit that at any time. Look at that crazy move. Huge elbow. Sasha now trying to get the tag in, gets in the emergency tag. Is that going to matter? Oh, it does. Look at that heavy right hand. There it is! Golden sledgehammer. That could turn anything around. 1, 2. And somehow Charlotte Flair kicks out in 2.5. But that makes my night. You gotta see it here. Is she gonna go for it again? Tries for it and hits it again. No way she gets back up. Crawls, rolls up the leg, one. And no way she would have got up on her own. Carmella saving Charlotte. But now TJones gets her out. Holy cow, what a night. Gotta see two golden sledgehammers. If I was Sasha, I just would have went for the pin right there. That might have been all she, been all over but the crying. Sasha now goes up, takes her up, flips her back down. Now goes again for the pin. 1, 2, and kicks out in 2. Woo-wee! This has been crazy. Back and forth they go. It kind of looked a little bit like, oh, bank statement, but up in the ropes. Carmella again tries to get involved and does get involved. Misses the hit though. What was that? I think Carmella's involvement kind of threw off the rhythm of Sasha Banks a little bit. Sasha now rolling her up, or pulling her up away, gets her more in the center of the ring. Now rolls up the leg. 1. Referee started counting Carmella. Oh, look at that. Charlotte Flair gets her up and over, almost a version of the backpack. 2. And out in 2 3/4. I thought that might have been the match, but Charlotte kind of getting pumped up, almost like the Hulkster. Getting a little fired up there in the ring. Pulls her into the center. And here we go. Starts to lock in the figure 8 leg lock. Gets the bridge in. Sasha now trying to find it. TJ there to break it up. Rolls the leg. And TJ there to break it up yet again. Charlotte's like, no. Sasha trying to get back up, but unable to this part. What's up, Terrafil? What is going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Elbows from Sasha Banks into the Queen's ribs. And now getting things turned back around. Rolls up the leg, but look, she grabs the rope. She has referee right there to see it. Sasha's like, I should have known. Should have known. Now remember, there's no love loss in between any of this stuff. Oh, congratulations, Eagle. Man, I saw a bunch of people congratulating. I had to figure it out, read all the way back up through to figure out what was going on. Oh, thought something was going downtown. But Charlotte Flair turns it around. Little reverse city neck breaker. And goes to lock it in again, but TJ just got back up to her feet. Has the figure 4. This is what makes it the figure 8. Can TJ get in before she taps? She does. But you know she's immediately going to go for the pin. And TJ did not see that coming. Charlotte Flair and Carmella, your winner. What a great match. A lot of back and forth. Rough start, and I didn't think that they would be able to come back and recover. And they did not. What is going on here? These two do not look happy with each other. TJ is like, whatever. You can't even do the thing. You lose the match for us. We're out. Look, I told you, it's like this funny glitch with the computer. It's always 1 star in back of. You will never see a 5-star match. 4 stars or 5 stars, 3s or 4s, etc., etc. So this was a 5-star match, but for all intents and purposes. But what is this going to mean for TJ and Sasha Banks? Things that make you go, But right now, we don't even have time to contemplate what all of that means. The Glamazon Beth Phoenix will be taking on Ozzy, one of the greatest women's world champions of any of the brands, for the Universal Women's Championship, leading in to our next Royal Rumble pay-per-view event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal Women's Championship.
Nice. Nice, Terrafil. That is badass. I love that move. I love it. Now, something some of you may know, some of you may not know, but Beth Phoenix and Edge in real life are married. So Edge's wife now making her way down to the ring, the Glamazon, a WWE legend in her own right. Can she win the Women's Universal Championship tonight, leading in to our Royal Rumble pay-per-view event, which will happen in the very next episode? No, absolutely not. You are more than welcome to. No, you can use them there. Yeah, I know I haven't been streaming at all over there in a while, but it's not, I still can, and it's not because I don't want to. Right now, I think there's a lot of really cool stuff going on over there, and we have a lot of really good, like, there's enough streamers going on over there. Also, our channel is growing very quickly. Even if our channel grows and we get over the 1,000 subscribers like we're shooting for, I will still stream over there. I will never not be a part of TSW. So, yeah, absolutely. I will never have a problem with that. Well, here's kind of the neat thing. I can remix them into, I can remix them. It's just like clipping, but I can remix them into it. Then it pulls the people in the shorts. It pulls them in to that video to see where it came from. So yeah, no, but I appreciate that. That's awesome.
New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
This is going to be a slobber knocker of a match.
And introducing the champion from Wolverhampton, England. She is the Universal Women's Champion, the X-Factor, Oxley.
You know, when you look at Big Goldie and you just add that one little thing in there where it says women's at the top in the white, love it. It is one of my favorite looking belts. I mean, one, obviously, love it, right? Love the belt. But then you add in to where the world has a little bit of blue color. Not a lot. I even lightened it up a little bit more. But where it's just a little bit of that color. And then you add in the white of the women's. Love the belt, man. It is amazing. So you can see right now that, yes, the Glamazon does give up some size, but she does not give up power. So you look at Beth Phoenix, and she is compact. A lot of power there. So this is going to be a tough match for either one of them to win. Now, something Ozzy is not really known for is going up to the top rope, but when she hits moves like that, that could do it. 2. I know it's early in the match, but you look at the height she gets, and so just the sheer force coming down on another body like that in the center of the ring, that could end a match quick. And you take even that same move where she lifts him up over her head and then lets her go. That's a lot different than if Beth Phoenix tried to lift Ozzy up and let it go. It's a lot farther down. So we haven't got to see Ozzy wrestle a whole lot since winning the Universal title. So it's kind of good. We will see her for sure in this episode. And if she can win, that's funny. Only her and Totes are the only two I see do that. But if she can win, we will also see her in our very next episode, which is our Royal Rumble pay-per-view event. That's the next thing, too, that we're going to be looking at is the spoken words that can be said for titles. Are they all, now that they're all using the same toolbox, oh, Beth catches Ozzy. Big slam. That will turn things around quick. Remember, on the outside, that is very thin padding on top of concrete. You can see the concrete out there. And then the thin padding. That's not like some huge height difference going on. Beth getting everybody into it. Maintains the advantage. And this is one of those things when you look at like a veteran presence like Beth Phoenix. You gotta be careful. She has been doing this for a minute, so she knows what I call the old man tricks. Oh, that's one right there. Big shoulder block off the top. Thought she might have went for the pin. Didn't. Had the presence of mind to see her getting back up. She was going to do something else, but instead grabs her, maintains the advantage, and doesn't let her back up. But like I said, we've got to see what the spoken words are. Is it going to be the same for all the things now? That would be amazing. You know how many creative things we'd be able to do with more words that can be spoken, but looking at a few different things going in when 2K23 comes out. March 14th, we will be on this channel recreating this entire universe, recreating championships, recreating wrestlers. Make sure you are here for that. 1, 2. Now, that was not Ozzy's finishing move, but I have a feeling the Yellow Brick Road is on the way. Another big body press. And we could be seeing the Yellow Brick Road very soon. Beth Phoenix gets out of the way. Both women get back up to their feet, but Beth Phoenix is the first one. Picks up Ozzy. And see, you just don't see many wrestlers able to do this to Ozzy. Now, the longer she keeps Ozzy up, the more blood rushes to the head, which also helps create more power when that slam happens. Ozzy kicks out again in 2. Remember, Women's Universal title, the highest title for the women's division, on the line right now. Ozzy, your current champion. Beth Phoenix going for the title. Big slam, and this might do it. 1, 2, and out in like 2 9/10. Ozzy's like, what is going on? Tries to keep the offense going. Beth recovers, picks her up. Takes her, puts her down over her knee. And here we go. Is Ozzy gonna tap out? Do we have a brand new champion No, Ozzy fights through. Gets out of that. Kind of holding on to her back and now let the hands go. Now picks Beth Phoenix up and just slams her back down. Says, I don't know best move, but I do know this one. I'm going to get you up here and I'm just going to throw you. Tries to get it over. Locks it in. Boston Crab. Is Beth now going to tap? That is a lot of weight. You can look right at the small of her back. That is a lot of pressure to put on the small of the back right there. But Beth doesn't tap. And here we go again. Rolls up the leg. This might be it. 1, 2, 3. And Ozzy retains the Women's Universal Championship.
Here is your winner, and still Universal Women's Champion, the X Factor, Oxley.
Again, she's one of those champions. Once she gets her paws on it, she ain't letting it go. So, while it has been a minute, we do know we will see Ozzy again in our very next episode, defending the Women's Universal World Championship at our very next pay-per-view, which is the Royal Rumble. Now, this is interesting. We know Triple H and Braun Strowman have been going back and forth. I expected to see that match, those two fighting here tonight, but no title on the line. Remember, Braun Strowman is the Smackdown World Champion, the monster among men, but tonight he will be facing Kurt Angle. Is this some kind of crazy head game that Triple H is trying to play, the leader of DX? Or is it just how things go? Who knows? Braun Strowman now making his way down to the ring. And it's not just that he's so big, but most of your big guys aren't that cut. So it is, he's that big and with that much muscle. So you get him moving, you get him rolling, and some moves that might not be that big of a deal if another wrestler does them turn into a very big deal when Braun gets his hands on you. So this is very interesting. You have the SmackDown World Champion and the SmackDown United States Champion in the same match together. Facing off against each other right before the Royal Rumble. Now, because the Royal Rumble has to do with world titles, you won't see the likes of Braun Strowman in the 30-man Royal Rumble. You could see Kurt Angle. You won't see Brock Lesnar. And right now, Chris Jericho is our current Universal Men's World Champion. So those three you won't see in. Everybody else, who knows who we're going to see. Listen to that crowd chanting for Braun Strowman. Get these hands. Kurt Angle, though, gets out and gets after him quick. Now, the interesting thing is you got a guy like Braun Strowman. It's going to be pure brawn, right? I don't think that's a mistake that his name is Braun Strowman. With Kurt Angle, though, remember, Olympic wrestler, he is going to be a lot more technical. So now we're going to watch power versus technique. Which one is going to come out on top in this match? Is it going to be the United States champion, or will it be the world champion? And I'm going to tell you, if Kurt Angle comes out on top winning, maybe we see him in the Royal Rumble challenging for that world title. Now, where Kurt Angle has kind of maintained the pace in this match, it looked like Braun Strowman was starting to get it turned around, where maybe he was starting to get the leverage in the match. But it's scary if he gets the leverage and then he starts getting the momentum. Watch out. Now, Braun Strowman, right above that right eye, has been cut open. Kurt Angle gets back to his feet. Braun thought he had time to play it up to the crowd. Kurt says, no time here, buddy. And last time we saw Kurt, he actually had a little bit of hair on his head. Must have went and shaved it off again, because that thing is smooth as a baby's butt. No hair up on top of the head. Braun, he's got the fuzzies. Kurt, completely bald. It's like Kurt's like at every single turn not to be outdone. Oh, you cut your hair short. Watch, I cut mine shorter. And I'm kind of shocked that Kurt has maintained control of this match. Braun kind of blocked two punches. Kurt got the third and the fourth one in. And Kurt is just being relentless right now. But I think that's what you have to do, because so far it's working. But now Braun, Rot-row Raggy gets things turned back around. And again, everything Braun's going to do, it's going to be powerful. And there's Braun's finishing move. Rolls up the leg, but one of the legs still up underneath the rope. Smart move by Kurt Angle. Gets that rope break and gets back on top. Now tries to play up to the crowd. And is using that speed and that technique to try to stay one step ahead of Braun. Talked about it a little bit in one match already, but you got to look at the pacing of these matches. Doesn't mean how fast or slow, but the pacing of how these wrestlers conduct it. Right now, fast must be the thing that's going to beat Braun. At least that's what Kurt Angle thinks, and now Kurt Angle's setting up for it. Can he get him up? He can. Angle slam, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Kurt Angle comes away. No titles on the line. But if that doesn't put his name squarely in the ring for the Smackdown World title, I don't know what will. Oh, and look at Triple H. I told you. Issues, and Triple H just comes in just to let everybody know, hey, I could have beat you both. The leader of DX making his presence felt. But Kurt Angle still the winner of that match. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is for sure, Digital. So here's another very, very interesting match. Not a rivalry match, but the Giants talking about walking through all the big men. So it is interesting that while Scott Steiner isn't big man by height, Scott Steiner is one of the big men. in wrestling. So Scott Steiner answering the Giants' challenge to come out and face him here tonight. It's just one of those things. Like, I guess if I was going to have a tune-up match, that would probably want to be this would be a good match to do it. If I had hopes of winning the Royal Rumble, I'd probably want to face off against the Giant myself. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. Get ready for the Royal Rumble. We don't know if he's in or if he isn't. But we will have 10 people from Smackdown, 10 people from Raw, and 10 people from Meltdown. Another really interesting thing, it's not right away, I don't believe. But because Braun Breaker is the son of Rick Steiner, which makes him the nephew of Scott Steiner, it is possible that there will be a DLC that has Scott and Rick Steiner in it in WWE 2K23. So, something to keep an eye on, but Big Papa Pump in the ring right now and ready to go. Now, regardless of how big Scott Steiner is, it has still got to be intimidating seeing a 7-foot giant make it into the ring. I always wondered and I always thought, what if the Giant, the Big Show, really got in the gym and really started like pumping the weights? Man, you could see on some of the people he kind of struggled a little bit, right, when he was doing some of the choke slam stuff. But what if he would have really got in and just, really made it look super easy? Everybody. Man, could you even imagine? Now, is that even possible? Like, who knows, right? Because it's not the same. It's not like if me at 6 foot got into the gym and I did something to my arms, they look all big like that. Oh, now they're so big. The Giants would not, because he's got to go this far, right? Mine's right here. His comes out even farther. So, yeah, who knows? But now, Scott Steiner trying to stay in control right now of this match. And yeah, the obvious thing is, we need to stay in control, right? Now, you're not going to see too many springboard type maneuvers, but remember, Scott Steiner was a collegiate athlete at the University of Michigan in wrestling, Roman Greco. So look at that, big right off the top, and I'm going to tell you, you got two guys of that size meeting chest to chest. One of them is going to have the wind knocked out of him. No way around it. Ain't no doubts about it. Oh, that is the first time I've ever seen that move reverse. Scott Steiner goes to drive the head of the Giant into his knee. The Giant has other plans, takes him and takes his head right off that top turnbuckle. Now, too, the other thing is, remember, the Giant has 3 different finishing moves. Looks like Scott Steiner might have ducked one of them because one of them is a big punch. One of them, of course, is a choke slam. And the other one, I'll know it when I see it. It's not coming to mind right now, but it will. Giant now trying to maintain control here. And starts using his height against Scott Steiner now. Has him in a bit of a submission hold, or he's giving him a back rub. Don't know which. But I'm going to guess it's submission hold. What is going on here? That is the Steiner's music, but I do not see Rick Steiner anywhere. Oh, I see him now. Rick Steiner, dog-faced Gremlin, behind the Giant, gets him up. Big slam. Referee misses the whole thing. Scott Steiner now trying to get over to the Giant and put the cover on him. Referee in position. Scott rolls the leg. 1, 2. And the Giant kicks out in 2. You know, I think had Scott been able to get over there any sooner, he might have came out with the win. Now, might have missed a few of the reps at the gym, so trying to get a few in right now in the middle of the match, which is a great use of time. Giant, though, gets that turned back around, doesn't appreciate it, swings, misses, and Scott Steiner stays in control of this match. Now, I got to tell you, Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holler if you hear him. Giant now looks like he's starting to get things turned back around. Choke slam. Can he get it in? Has him up. Brings him back down. Rolls the leg. 1, 2. And Scott Steiner kicking out in 2. That could have been the match right there. That is his other finishing move. So that is now 2 finishing moves. But Scott Steiner still on his feet somehow. And almost like a slam dunk in basketball, the Giant is kind of enraged right now and is just getting after Scott Steiner. 1, 2. It's like fists of fury of offense. And here he goes, setting up for the choke slam again. Grabs him, gets him up. And back down. I don't think Scott Steiner's going to survive this again. 1, 2, 3. And to this point, the Giant stays on task, taking out every big man in wrestling. It's almost like the Highlander. There can be only one. Except you got to say it quiet like, there can be only one. Right? Here we go. Now, what a match this is going to be. This is Triple Crown Hardcore Championship on the line. Mick Foley has defended this a number of times and has not lost it yet. Tonight, Edge, Solo Sikoa, which is like the enforcer of the bloodline, Shawn Michaels of D-Generation X, all go after Mick Foley's hardcore title. Are we going to have a new one tonight? Or is Mick Foley going to prevail again? Street Champ making his way down to the ring, taking his time, trying to bring home another title. Remember, the Usos are the Smackdown Tag Team Champions. Can Solo bring home the Triple Crown Hardcore title? And I'll be honest, that is probably like a really good title to put around his waist. This guy gets after it and shows no mercy. Mr. WrestleMania himself, Shawn Michaels, one of the original founding members of D-Generation X, making his way down to the ring. Can he bring home the first title for DX with this Triple Crown Hardcore title? So he's held other titles, recently lost the United States title, and now going after a Triple Crown title, which the interesting thing, if you guys remember about the Triple Crown titles, you can fight for those on any show. 3 brands, Triple Crown, not a mistake in the naming. Edge now making his way down to the ring, the Rated R Superstar. Just think about this. 3 former world champions in the ring right now, all going after the Triple Crown Hardcore Championship. Kind of crazy if you think about it. You guys also got a special treat just now. Got to hear the Bark Squad in full effect. They're very excited about the Rated R Superstar. And if you didn't know who they were rooting for, it's got to be him. They haven't barked all night. What is going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother. And now, gonna make his way down to the ring, the current Triple Crown Hardcore Champion, Cactus Jack, Mick Foley. You know, it would be super cool if they could just make a Mick Foley and then make alternate attires. One for Cactus Jack, one for... I know there's probably a lot of things where they couldn't do that, but it would be very interesting if they could find a way to do that. That way, Mick Foley could come down like his Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, however he wanted to come down, with the championship belt still on. You hear who the crowd wants to win. They want HBK to bring home that title tonight. But tonight, this is going to be a 4-way elimination hardcore match. They're going to be able to use weapons in this match. Falls are going to count anywhere. And right now, HBK going right after the hardcore champion. And the Rated R Superstar and Solo Sikoa getting after it. Already taking it to the outside of the ring. And HBK getting to work on Mick Foley. Now, you know, we have seen Mick Foley take a beating, and then turn around and win the title. So it is going to take a lot to get him out of this match. If I was the other competitors, I almost think I'd just go 3-on-1 on Mick Foley, see if I can't get him out. And then the three of us would be able to decide later who was going to be the guy. Yeah, I think that match with him and The Undertaker, that Hell in the Cell where, you know, he goes flying off the top, that is one of those matches that if you've ever seen it, you'll never forget it. There's other matches, yeah, they were big, they were whatever, but that has got to be one of those, like, top 10 matches of all time that when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, The Undertaker's going to kill him. At the end of the day, you know, people are like, oh, wrestling's fake, it's whatever. That dude flew off a 35-foot steel cage onto a table, onto concrete. The table didn't slow him down that much either. And he's still alive. Like, I don't even understand how that works. Solo Sikoa getting it turned around on the outside of the ring. Mick Foley getting in his 10 count on Shawn Michaels' head. Still, though, only a 1 count. Edge now getting it turned around on Solo outside the ring. And if Shawn Michaels or anybody has any hopes of getting Mick Foley out of this match, letting him whoop up on you is probably not the way to go about it. Now, one thing I'm kind of a little bit wow, that might do it. Look at that. 1, 2, pile driver, old school. And I was just getting ready to say, we haven't seen anybody use a weapon yet. And then there goes Solo Sikoa. Although now Mick Foley's got it, and now he's just going to start. Oh, tries to pass it out. Solo takes one shot, says no thank you to the other. Return to sender, throws Edge in the ring. Thought he might have been trying to get back after that hockey stick. Doesn't. Gets Bulldog. Edge picks it up. And Solo so far is the one guy who's got it and the only guy who's got hit by it. Well, now Mick Foley's getting hit by it. But you see what I'm talking about. So Mick Foley gets hit by it, gets knocked down, gets up super quick, delivers the elbow right to Edge's head. Like, what is that all about? If I was Edge and Solo, I'm double teaming Mick Foley all day long. I'm not waiting around. I'm not having it. I'm bringing that thing in. I'm probably going to go get the sledgehammer. Said Edge is going to let it fly on whoever's standing. I mean, that's one way to do it. But look, now Mick Foley gets up, and he's back in it. Edge, though, gets it turned back around. Solo gets back up. Edge rolls the leg. And look at that, a 1 count on Mick Foley. Mick Foley not having it. Solo now, the only one to go after. The only one to go after the weapons, but he has yet to be the one to use it. Gets that turned back around. Starts hitting Mick Foley. Edge rolling around, trying to get back up. Does get back up. Big DDT on Solo. Is he going to? Nope, does not go for the pin. Hits the crossbody. 1, 2. And Solo out in 2. Crowd, though, counts all the way to 3, but it's not the crowd that we're waiting on. Edge now getting ready to hit him with the spear. Hits him. Grabs the leg. 1, 2. 3. And we are down to one-on-one, but look at that. Mick Foley, the hardcore champ, waiting for Edge. Almost to thank him for putting out Solo and staying on top of the match. Big, though, powerbombs him to the outside, rolls the leg, referee out of position. Not even a 1 count. Like, what is it going to take to get Mick Foley and get that strap out from around his waist? Big slam on the outside. Mick Foley, though, is like, I don't even care. We're going to keep it rolling. Everybody at the announce table's like, maybe we could sit it back down. Mick Foley's like, sledgehammer. I'm guessing sledgehammer. Nope, chair. 1 shot, 2 shots with the chair, 3 shots, 4 shots with the chair. Edge trying to work its way through. Now, that is the move right there that took out Shawn Michaels, because that is his finishing move. 1, 2, and somehow Edge kicks out of it. I thought for sure that would be it. Mick Foley, you can kind of tell in his face, starting to get a little bit tired. Here it is again, and right on top of the chair. On top of the concrete, no way. 2, 3, and Cactus Jack is still your Triple Crown Hardcore Champion.
Here is your winner, and still Triple Crown Hardcore Champion, Cactus Jack.
Yeah, I do too. That's one of the things I said in one of my wish list videos, that I wish the AI, they go and they set things up. They put the chair in the corner, but they don't throw the guy into the chair, even though they know it's there. They go and they clear the announce table and it's set up for the thing, but they don't actually use it. So I hope, as part of the AI, that they make the AI smarter. I hope that if there's 2 things with the AI, I hope they do that. And if somebody else is wrestling somebody else, I wish they would stop swinging unless they meant to break it up. Right now, they're just swinging. And they break up all kinds of things and do all kinds of stuff, but it doesn't make any sense. They wouldn't do that. Like if Matt Hardy was fighting Jey Uso, Jeff Hardy wouldn't come in and be swinging to break up what, Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy's doing. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. They got to fix that end of it too. So it's the 2 things I really hope they fix. But here we go. We're getting down. Second to last match of the evening. Tag team match. No love lost here. We have seen these guys go at it in singles matches. We've seen them go at it in tag team matches, and we will see them go at it tonight in a tag team match. The Hardy Boys facing off against the Usos. No title on the line. And I do like the character models much, much, much better of the Usos in 2K23. But they are your Smackdown Tag Team Champions. Will the Hardy Boys be getting a shot at the tag team titles? Them winning the match tonight would go a long way to be saying, yeah, to getting that shot. But the Usos do not feel like they have earned their shot yet. So here we go. Tag team match tonight. Can they earn that shot and get a shot at those titles? One of the greatest tag teams ever really brought in the TLC matches to the tag team division. So you look at them, you look at the Dudley Boys. You know, I think without those two teams, you don't have the tables and ladders and chairs. Like, even if you had just the Dudleys, or you had, really the Hardys were more of your ladder match types. The Dudleys were more of your table match types. But I think without each other, they don't go to the heights that they end up going to. So here we go. Hardys versus Usos. Usos kind of talking it through. Decide Jay is going to be the one to start off this match against Jeff. Jeff now, Jay just get back up to his feet. Drop kick through that second and third rope. Stays on top of the situation. But I don't know that I would spend too much more time on that side of the ring. I mean, big move right on the Smackdown logo. And wisely kind of gets back in the ring. Like, if they were on the other side, I would say, yeah, stay doing what you're doing. But Jey Uso gets back in the ring and then kind of takes control of the match again. But look at Jeff, turns it back around to get back in control of what's going on. You know, it's kind of funny. You look at the Usos, and I kind of think, you know, Jey Uso's kind of your standout guy. Look at that, and that is something I don't think the Usos saw coming, because they are not used to having in their division a tag team that is cohesive as the Hardy Boys. But the interesting thing about the Hardy Boys, I think at one time, like, Jeff kind of stood out, at one time Matt stood out, but I don't think at any time either one really stood out. And in most tag teams, you have somebody somewhere that stands out. Hardy Boys, just kind of one of those interesting tag teams that I don't think you had that. What is going on, Herbie? Welcome to the stream. Matt Hardy, though, maintaining control over Jey Uso on the outside. And like I said, on this side, that's one thing. Now, unless they both want to get counted out, somebody better get back in the ring. And look at that. Thought that they were going to lose the match by countout, but let no good deed go unpunished. Matt Hardy resets the count because he doesn't want to win that way. Jey Uso rolls back up in the ring and then takes full advantage of it. Now, I'm telling you, Mr. Main Event, Jey Uso, that is a primetime move right there. Jay, though, finally gets Jimmy tagged in. And will Matt Hardy get Jeff Hardy tagged back in? Does right here. And so now the two freshest wrestlers in the ring. But how long do they stay in the ring? You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. You look at the Usos and some of their moves, some of the innovative stuff that they do, and it's almost Hardy-esque. You could almost take a couple of the tag teams. Like if you took like the Hart Foundation and mixed it up with the Hardy Boys, that's like you have the Uso style. You know what I mean? Very, very interesting. But Jimmy doesn't stay in for that long. Gets Jay back in, back and forth. They go, and now here we go. Big super kick, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Matt Hardy right there to take care of business. And then look at this, quick in and out. You have the experience now of both teams really starting to show up a little bit and turning this into a crazy match. Hardy cutter, rolls the leg, 1, 2, and out in 2. It's kind of crazy. You look at where the referee was, almost in the right position to stop things from happening. Big leg drop off the top. Is this going to be now the Swanton Bomb? It is. Rolls the leg again. 1, 2. And I don't think he was going to kick out. Takes it now off the top rope. Gets him out of the ring. And gets back to work. And true Hardy style gets him tagged back in. Lita, though, has not played a role up to this point, which is kind of interesting. This might do it. 1, 2, 3. And the Hardy Boys show you they have a lot of experience and want shots at the world titles. Usos still the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, but I think the Hardy Boys will be getting their shot at those tag team titles here sooner rather than later. But that now brings us to our main event of the evening. And in a main event that I'm going to be with you guys. I'm not quite know how this all works out. But Bayley and Bobbi Hart will be tag teaming tonight against Sonya DeVille and the SmackDown Women's Champion Angela Starr in the main event. This is a rivalry match, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes down. But this is the main event of the evening. What is about to happen? We are about to find out. Bayley and Sonya Deville working their way around the ring and slapper some macaroonies. Oh, Bayley's like not having that. And lets her know in no uncertain terms, not only is she not having it, she's leaving. Bayley's gone. So now it is just Bobbi Hart in a tag team match against Sonya Deville. And Angela Starr. So, how is she going to do? She clearly does not have the advantage in this match. Rolls up the leg of Sonya. 1, 2. And already a 2 count against Sonya Deville. Now, what's crazy is she is really, you know, we talk about pacing, that's good, but she is really going to have to maintain a pace that she will be able to maintain. She can't go too fast. She can't go too slow. In her corner, there is no timeouts. Whereas Sonya can just tag out if she needs a breather. Bobbi now has no tag team champion, as the United States champion, Bayley, has left the match. While we have a second in the action, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, and share the video. It is all free to do, but it is highly appreciated. You do not know how much every single one of those free actions matter to this channel. So very appreciated. Do what you do. Or if you dislike the video, hit dislike 2 times. That way I really know. Bobbi Hart looking and maintaining control, but looking like she was going to stay in control. Sonya DeVille gets it turned back around, but is she going to get Angela tagged in? Now, Angela Starr and Sonya DeVille, not really a tag team. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of cohesiveness these two really have. Sonya now getting to work, and Bobby's like, hey, stop getting to work. Stop punching the time clock on this. It's time for a lunch break. So while Bobbi Hart takes a breather, Sonya jumps, gets Angela tagged back in. Angela, I don't think she exactly realized what was going on. Bobbi might have bit off a little bit more than she could chew right there, and now Angela back in control of this match. And remember, Angela is your Smackdown World Champion. Bobbi Hart, though, a member of the Hart Foundation, for some reason wasn't tagging with Holly Hart and tagged up with Bayley. Those two, there is no love lost between the two of them. And I have a feeling you're going to see those two in the ring sooner than later. But a 2 count on the world champion. And look, Bobbi nowhere to go. Now goes to put Angela in the sharpshooter. Gets it locked in. Sonya DeVille now in the ring. And breaks it up. But Bobbi makes quick work of her. Now rolls up. Oh, thought she was going to go and try to roll up Angela. Doesn't. Goes for a knee drop. Angela gets out of the way and starts to let it fly. Bobbi stops that from happening and whips her out of the ring as well. So this isn't a bad, well, she's not slowing it down. I thought she was going to wait, but delivers a huge elbow on the outside of the ring. And now gets to work on Angela. Outside, remember, thin rubber padding and concrete is out there. Definitely want to be in the ring if you're going to be on the receiving end of anything. Referee count up to 5. Bobbi Hart now going after Sonya DeVille while the champion is down. Don't know why she would continue to go after her, but helps her up. Blocks that, blocks the second one. Now she lets the hands fly. Referee count back to 3. And is she going to try to take this back into the ring? No, tries to take it into the steel steps. As of right now, like, Bobbi has been in control of this match, which is pretty dang impressive, considering it has been 2-on-1 since the start. But the thing about it all is, and I think part of the thing, is she is kept. She could have won this match by a countout, but she keeps resetting the count. Oh! Big side kick. That kick kind of made famous by Booker T. Angela, though, using it to her advantage. And getting back after Bobbi Hart, delivering the fisticuffs, giving her the old knuckle sandwich. Referee count now up to 6. And Angela rolls back in the ring and comes right back out, maintains the advantage, pulls the ripcord, and has Bobbi Hart eat that knee. Angela now starting to show you why she is the SmackDown Women's Champion. Survived the absolute onslaught of Bobbi Hart. And now starting to return the favor of those steel steps to the Scunion. Referee count up to 7. Angela rolls in. Laughs at Bobbi Hart. Is Bobbi going to be able to make it back in the ring? Angela jumps out, tries to catch her riding dirty, but doesn't. However, still gets it turned back around. Rights to the ribs. And now back in control of the match. Close fists and open palms for Bobbi Hart's head. Oh! Bobbi recovers actually pretty quick. Lets that right fly. Catches Angela through the defense. Referee count up to 8 now. Not sure what is going on. And Bobbi Hart gets in and out. That could have been a win for Bobbi Hart. Instead, Angela now catches her. Puts her in a submission hold. And the referee count only at 2. These guys are pushing the limits of this referee's count right up to the edge. But it doesn't look like any one of these 3 wrestlers wants to win by a countout. Bobbi Hart wants to prove, and against the world champion, that she deserves to be in that picture and needs a shot at least at the U.S. title. Doesn't look like Bobbi Hart can even get back in the ring. Or Angela. Angela does get back in the ring. And back out again, resets the count. I would feel way better if both competitors would get back in the ring. Like, I don't know how the referee twice now hasn't counted to 10. Yeah, there has been two times already. Yeah, if you guys don't know about the old Scunion, that word has been in 100% of every wrestling episode we've ever done. And here we go. Don't get out. Get back in the ring. Somebody throw the other one back in the ring. Pele kick right to the head. Here's the issue. You can't win on the outside. We need these women to get back in the ring. Main event of the evening. It is not disappointing either. Some people may not even realize this is a tag team match, but as it turns out, it is a handicapped tag team match. Count up to 8 yet again, and count reset. One of these times, something is going to happen, and it's not going to work out. It's either going to be a double disqualification or... Okay, come on, be the thing. Stay in the ring. There we go. Now, here's the bad part. Both women probably beat down. And like I was saying, what you guys probably don't know is there's another competitor who hasn't been in the ring for a while, and that is Miss Sonya DeVille. So now Sonya and Bobbi Hart in the ring. Sonya now going for the pin. Lets her back up and goes for the pin again. 1 count only. Bobbi kicks out of that. Thought she was going to go actually do a quick tag. Doesn't do that. Bobbi Hart fighting through this. Yeah. Scunion. Yeah. Which means top of the head. Or something of that nature. So Angela gets back in to break it up. Bobbi now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Bobbi Hart somehow comes away with the win, but she did not pin the world champion. No titles on the line. But what is this going to mean? And now Bayley back out. Bobbi saying bring it on, but Bayley does not look like she is bringing it on. Like I said, this isn't over by a long shot. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Remember, drop likes, video, subscribe if you're new. It's all free. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we do this. And I will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.